Where the hell is it? Stand. So now that we know that wake up backward is unreliable, but the rest are. Stand up is reliable, roll's reliable. It's just because you're holding back, and I guess now that it has a backwalk animation, this is acting funny. The rest of this is reliable, right? So let's rewind and explain this all again, right? One more time. In most grab situations and in all spike situations, right? Not that. Like this. Boom, right? The only ways you're going to get up are the ways that you see here on stand up. You're not going to be able to use any of this, right? One more time. These only work in a situation where you get hit into the air and you free fall and land on the floor. Or in the case of back quick roll, a move like this that puts you on your ass and you're able to hold back like that, right? One more time so you can see. Tech left and tech right. See? Free fall. He's able to tap. If I spike him, he can't tap. So when you're looking for your Oki, you're looking off of common situations like throws and spikes. So if you have a juggle that ends in a spike for some reason, I don't know. I ain't come up with one for Shaheen yet, but like if I wanted a spike, right? Maybe that, right? And you sacrifice, in this specific case, I'm sacrificing 9 damage. So I got 65 instead of 50. Is my math right? Yeah, 56 instead of 65. So if you're testing like spike moves, let's say I might have a better spike move that does more damage, like this, right? Maybe that does more damage than this. 20 damage, 28, but 28 on 2 hits, so it's going to be affected by scaling. So maybe this is more rewarding, and maybe the Oki off of that is better. I know it used to be because you would go into the stance and you would get the while standing 3. The way you test this is you test versus you do the spike and you test versus all of these options except for wake up backward. You're gonna have to record that yourself by recording the setup on yourself, the combo, whatever it is to the spike, and holding back because the AI is not reliable for this, right? So if let's do a little research here, for example, a little testing. All right, I got to dash for that first. Maybe I can do that better. I just need 2 jabs. I don't need to do the whole thing. Whoop. Same amount of hits, so it's going to be the same situation. Oof. This is what I used to see Saint do, but this is really hard to do with Shaheen. There it goes, right? So that's a situation I used to see Saint do all the time when he played with Shaheen, and it always made that last kick look guaranteed. So is it guaranteed, right? Well, let's try to record that kick connecting like that. All right. Oh, it's gonna take a bit. This is hard to do. There it is. I got it. Second try. Go figure. I'm gonna hold back now. See? I'm gonna do the whole thing. I'll just hold back right now. See what happens. Oh, it hit me. I'm gonna hold. I'm trying to roll towards the foreground now. Oh, it whiffed. So what about if I stay down? What if I do nothing? It whiffed. What if I roll towards the background? It whiffed still. What about wake up kick? It's gonna interrupt him. Oh, it beats wake up kick. So the only way to avoid getting hit by that last mid in that off of that setup is to stay down or side roll. Stay down and side roll, right? And then obviously if I do that, I'm gonna get a free ghetto kick, right? Oops. Let it whiff and then whiff punish for the ghetto kick, right? And then boom, you get a free. No, that wasn't a punish. Well, that actually wasn't a punish. There it goes. As long as you time it right, you get the punish. This is how you get up defensively off of setups like this, right? So the reason I'm showing this off, see, I got the punish there too. So the reason I'm showing this off is you use this to discover your character's Oki, these kinds of tests, but you can also use this kind of test to discover how to get up from other characters' Oki. You should always test how to get up from your own Oki, because then you learn. You learn the timings, you learn this kind of stuff, so if anybody tries to use these common setups on you, you already know what to do. So it's just a matter of, this is why it's important to test. When I look through these move lists and I test, oh, what mids hit grounded, right? I found out that Shaheen, is he gonna stay down? This shit hits grounded. That's very important, and it hits grounded reliably. What lows hit grounded? I know that all of Shaheen's lows hit grounded. They all fucking hit grounded. That's important because then those are the ones you use to test situations like, you know, like that. Like I know that this shit doesn't hit grounded except like in certain situations like that where if you try to get up at all, if you try to like, if you're in the process of standing up like he is, your hurt box kind of sticks up a little bit. But if you were to stay on the ground, then it might or might not work. Let's see. These things can get a little weird sometimes. If I choose this, not set, right, and he stays down, right, see? It doesn't work. But if you catch them when they're in the process of getting up and it's not a tech, you will hit them. That's why this hit him before. He was trying to stand up. If you try to stand up, he gets hit because you're vulnerable. And it's pretty much like a single hit now. In older games, you would be able to float that kind of stuff and get a full combo. They took that away. They were helping noobs with this game. This is why when people say there is no Oki, I mean, they're full of shit. There is Oki. It's just they took away the float, so they took away the biggest noob killer in Tekken Oki. Because it's very hard. It's not like impossible, but it's very hard to get that kind of reward in a high-level match. And yeah, it is unfortunate, kind of unfortunate that's gone. But if it helps people like from feeling like they could actually get up off the floor now, I'm okay with it being gone. So, right, we got back 4 and we got that. So we tested that if you post the corkscrew, you use forward 3+4, which you could dash into forward 3+4, same thing, right? So in case you're wondering, the execution I did was forward 3+4, and then you hold down forward to go into the stance, and then you go down back, and he recovers crouching. Stance, down back, cancel. Stance, down back, he cancels. Stance, down back, he cancels. Stance, up, stance, down back 3. Stance, down back 3. Stance, down back 3. And if you want to test doing this as fast as possible, he could actually combo a down back, sorry, not down back 3, a while standing 3 off of this. If you time it right. I was the one that told Aris this when he was looking through this character's move list. Forward 3+4, and it combos if you get the timing right, which is fucking hard as hell to do. But for Oki, this is worth learning. I'll get it once. I'll get it once. Oh man, this is so hard. I did it like 3 times earlier. Gonna get it once, damn it. One more time, come on. All I need is one. When you want to do it live, it won't come out. Come on, Shaheen, you can do it. It's hard. Not quite Taunt Jet Upper hard, but it's hard. Gonna drive me crazy. I was getting this I swear to God, I was getting this semi-consistently last time I practiced this. No counter hit is not required. I can't believe this is so hard all of a sudden. Why is this not fucking working? Come on, man. I'm about to give up. Now getting the cancel he's not doing while standing third. I know why. I know why. I'm a fucking idiot. That's why. He gets while standing 4 free. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I just got it there once. There it is. See? Oh, man. I blame you, Stream. I'm nervous. He doesn't get while standing 3 free. He gets while standing 4 free. Either way it goes, this is how you could test out. Canceling this as early as possible. And then if you're a Shaheen player, I recommend doing this as an exercise, not to do it mid-match, like this specifically, but to get the cancel down so you can do that mid-match. You want to minimize the frames, and that will improve your Oki quite a bit, because this is a great spike move in general. Forward 3+4. And part of what makes it a great spike move is that cancel. There it is. Again, you got it. I got it again. One more time. One more time. There it is. Okay. Just making sure I'm not crazy. Alright. So, now we got the Oki off of this throw. Back 4, down 3, and down 4. Also, you know what? Let's test down 4 versus staying down and side rolling. Where is it? So off of the throw. It works that way. What about the other way? Oh, it's gonna work this way, but okay, no, it doesn't actually. Nah, okay. So down 4 is only semi-okay if they stay down the side roll, but it's so I would only throw it out if you notice that they're stand blocking this, right? So what about if I were to hold back? One more thing we're gonna test here. Was that the right throw? It was. One more time. Okay, that whiffs. So we gotta find something for holding back now. Now that back 4 whiffs in that situation. I'm just trying to get a small dash in before doing it. Is that good? No. I won't get enough of a dash to get that back 4 in. Still beat wake-up kicks? No. So we want to find something now to beat out holding back. The unfortunate thing is this is actually unsafe on block and it whiffs. Let's just see what else hits him. Okay, let's try that. There we have it. Down forward 3. And down forward 3 is safe on block. Let me just double check that. So down forward 3 is safe on block. If I try to wake up kick. Wow, no counter hit properties? Oh, no counter hit properties. Yeah. So this data is actually wrong. It says knockdown on counter hit. Here's the high, but that's a high. So, down forward 3 beats out holding back. Because down 3 beat out everything else. Alright, we might have a new 50-50. The only problem I have with this 50-50 is, let's see. Is that the mid option whiffs. There you go. So, the mid... Okay, so this is actual 50-50 yet again. Sorry. Except for if they stand straight up, then you have to do the down 4. If they stand block. Because if I stand block... it whiffs. And if that whiffs... that low... you're gonna get launched. So, the down 4 works for that situation. Oh, sorry. Just making sure here. Yep. So what about if I stand block into a hop kick? Nope, that comes out too fast. If I hold back though, it whiffs. And if that whiffs, can I really? How hard can he punish it? How hard can he punish it in a whiff situation? That's important to know too. The range. You can't really punish that at whiff. So that's a great option. Yep, that's a great option. You can't really whiff punish that. So I recover way too slow to really get anything meaningful. Like in time, I should say. To get anything in time to punish that. So it's a pretty good option. The only thing is if he goes mid, like I said, you're going to get wake-up kicks, right? Can I get up and launch him on whiff? Let's see. No, okay. One more time, I'll try. I feel like I was way too slow. So you get the idea here, right? What up, J Money? Alright. So we got something for the spike. Forward +3 +4 into the while standing 3. And I can already tell you, if they stay down, you got all your grounded hitting options, right? The while standing 3 only whiffs if they stay down. So you could do the cancel, and instead of doing while standing 3, you do this. It'll hit them grounded. You can do that too. And you're right up in their face, so you can actually do this into the stance. You can turn that into even another mix-up. If they stay down again, you go into the slide. That kind of shit, right? Like, let's see, let's test that. Might as well. Right, so we got the side rolls. Right, side roll right. Minecraft 4K. Whoop, that's not what I wanted to do. See, the slide didn't work. So the while standing 3 didn't work, right? The down 3 worked. And then when he rolled, I didn't get the down 3 that I wanted though. There it is. Alright, it knocks him away. That second low knocked him. Sorry, the low after the cartwheel knocked him away. So that's gonna be the end of your Oki, because after you hit him, they could tech. The moment you hit him grounded, they could tech. To show you what I mean. Right. So that spike. If I were to stay down, right? Oh, what? It erased it? Ugh. So after that spike, right, this, I can't tech, right? But after that low hits me, I can tech, see? That low's gonna bounce me, and then I'm gonna be able to tech afterwards, as long as I mash it. I'm gonna tech towards the foreground now. Ugh. As long as you time it and mash. There it is. You have to be grounded when you get hit though. See? If I'm trying to get up when he hits me, then it resets. I see, and then I can't tech. Well, I'm already standing. I'm trying to stay down. There. So you have to be staying grounded and then you can tech. After you get hit grounded. So like, the reason why you might want to spike instead of doing his proper juggle enter is that his Oki off of that slide, right? Which is this, if I were to end a juggle with this slide, it's actually kind of shit. Because of the spacing, he's out of range for almost everything, right? He's in range for that. Let's hold back, actually, it's the best way to test. Not in range for that. Not in range for that. If I dash, he's in range. But if I dash, wake up low kick, right? And then I get juggled. So you can't really dash. The only thing I know is going to beat up that wake up low kick in that situation. It's like you instantly crushing. See? So that's an okay option, but if he's holding back instead of wake up kicking, you're going to whiff in front of his face. So maybe down forward 3. So if he holds back on down forward 3. No, it whiffs. You know what does reach though? That does, but if he blocks it, it's negative 12. So that's why the Oki isn't great, but that does jump over the low. I know that already. See? And then you get this juggle. And then you reset the situation. And it's good damage too. Same thing, you know. You get the idea. That's that new low wake up kick. So yeah. I'm gonna switch to a wall stage now. Am I a relative of Aris? No, I am not. Yeah, Minecraft. You still play Minecraft? What year is it? So now we take it to the wall. And things change when you take it to the wall. We reset wall position, right? Harris already showed this off. So when you're in a wall situation, you can still spike. And when you spike, you do take away tech options off of them. And typically, it's a situation where your wall combo, whatever you do as your wall combo, you'll give them the option. You either spike for less damage, just like a mid-stage combo, or you'll do a full-on wall combo for most damage, for maximum damage. Now, in the case of Shaheen, it gets a little weird. So if I were to wall spat with, let's say, this. Is this his wall combo? No, I know his wall combo. Right? There's a wall combo right there. That wall combo, he'll be able to tech. So, we'll turn off wake up low kick. See? He techs. And the crazy thing about teching at the wall is, now we get this position where we're side by side at the wall. I'm off axis towards the left, towards the wall. He's facing me. So if I were to swing, I would have to realign, but that's not such a big deal depending on the character and the angle. This is where the wall starts to do crazy weird shit and starts to fuck with you, because then you start swinging at air when you press buttons too fast, and if you don't hold forward while pressing them, or if you don't slightly step forward. So then you open up the ability to, let's say, let's call it tech traps. That's what people call it, right? So, tech traps. Does Shaheen have any tech traps? I don't know. Let's find out. If they were to tech off of that combo, which most likely I don't think so. I don't think he's going to have any tech traps, but does he? Does he have this? That's a classic. If you could, certain characters, if you cover fast enough, you could get that jumping kick to cross up and hit them in the back, and this becomes unblockable. It doesn't look like that's the case for Shaheen. Like, if I were to do maybe this, just do like 2 of these, then maybe I could do that shit, but no, not so much. What happens if I sidestep with them? Nope, they just kind of realign. So, Shaheen might have something for that, he might not, but the way you generally treat a tech is the way you treat a tech sort of mid-stage, but with consideration to the wall next to you. Which is to say, when they tech, they're going to be, as long as you time your attack correctly, they're going to be unable to sidestep linear moves. So if I just do my wall combo, and then do like down forward 2, he's going to be unable to sidestep, and down forward 2 is probably not a great option there, right? So when you know that, then you can start using linear wall splats that are safe on block, or, you know, like what are his wall splats? Safe on block. I don't think he has any really, like, safe on block other than his homing moves, which it wouldn't matter because it's a homing move, right? Up 4-4 maybe. Up 4-3 rather, sorry. Not 4-4-3. This. Not that. Not that. Not that. Not that. Not that. So I mean, Shaheen's generally kind of covered in general, I guess, because his wall splats are relatively safe on block, even this one, but it is high. This is linear though, so if you were to get a wall combo off of that, this, and then you do this, and then you go time that right, they're going to be unable to sidestep that, and if they were to try to sidestep that, they would get wall splatted again. And then you would get a wall splat at a weird-ass angle where you might be able to convert in a different way. Like, I don't even know if this is going to work. And then maybe you'll get a different juggle. Nope, I sidestepped with him, that's why that happened. Yeah, whatever. Then you get a different juggle that will be more rewarding. See, that second wall splat netted me 66 damage. The first one with the same wall splat netted me 62 damage. So I might have been able to carry him from here, from there, to the wall on the right. To the wall over here. If I had a better combo. You know? Some characters can do that. And then you'll get all sorts of fucking crazy messed up shit. So that's the kind of thing you want to explore. When you're on access, you do your regular wall combo, but when you wall splat off access, you could sidestep and try to carry them off the wall with a more regular standard juggle, which will be more rewarding, depending on your character and all this shit. Right? See, there I might have been able to get a full wall combo again. Weird shit like that happens. So that's something you want to explore with your character, right? As Oki, because you will have situations where they'll tech off the wall, and then you might have a homie move. In this case, it didn't work out for me, but they didn't wall splat again. But it did hit him. But this, so. Sidestep first, all of a sudden. Nope, not in the case of that one. Let's try it again. Yeah, not so much for that one. But for that, it does work. So test your options. So maybe that homie move isn't the best at the wall in a tech situation. It's also why it's good to sidestep with them when they tech. Because if I didn't sidestep with him, I would have sent him flying away from the wall. It would not have given me a re-wall splat. And the same thing, if you were to tech the other way, you would sidestep with him. And then if they stay down at the wall, it's a similar situation to the mid-stage except for one thing. Now let's see, if he were to stay down. Let's say he were... Some people are going to stay down and wait for you to whiff at the wall. Or wait for you to just tap them and then they'll tech or something like that. When that happens, you could do shit like that, and you flip them in this situation. That's where moves like that are really good. Another one. Another thing to consider is when I stomp him, he's still in front of me. If I were to do that mid-stage, the stomp would knock him away. Let me reset. So, like, he's gonna stay down. It knocks him away. So, moves like that become more buff at the wall because you're not knocking them away. So you're essentially kind of resetting your Oki at the wall. Because then it's like, I do this shit all fucking day. Get up off the floor eventually, right? And if I were to switch positions, wall, right? Okay, so I'll record the other Shaheen. I try to wake up kick. Oh, sorry, I teched. See? You're not going to be able to wake up kick that. But if you get up, you could block. You don't even have to tap up, just hold down back. Like, I'll avoid the first stomp by holding down back. Boom, boom, there's a wall combo. I didn't avoid the first stomp there. Let's see if I have to stand straight up. So waking up with down back actually didn't work there. I didn't know that. So to avoid that stomp, that first stomp, I have to tech. Boom, boom, tech. And then the stomp will whiff. And if the stomp whiffs and you're ready for it, you could get a big punch of your own. See? But if you stay down and you eat the first stomp, then you can tech. And when you tech, you could low parry, you could block. Oh, sorry. Eat the first stomp. Eat Keep the first stomp. Get up. Low parry. Oh, you can low parry. Not enough frames. That stomp is too fast, but you could block it. And then you could not punish it. Ooh, he just found something interesting. By accident. What if I go the other way? Oops, I didn't block it. Alright, in this instance I was able to punish it, but if I tech towards the foreground, stomp, it whiffs. Woo! Tekken. That's not a huge deal, but of course that's a risk as a wall splash for that reason. The stomp is not safe on block. Is that recorded down kick safe? No, the down kick is negative 13. It might be worse. The down kicks are bad depending on the position. So let's test those right now so you could actually see. We're gonna go to stand. Wake up low kick. We're gonna restart. Default. No. Oops, I keep hitting that by accident. I'm gonna turn that off. Opponent status. It's gonna be down face up. Reset. Right? Now then. Oh, this doesn't matter actually, I'm sorry. Refresh. Alright, so on block you wanna know, right? Alright, so the face up, that position, face up, feet towards position, low kick is actually pretty safe. I don't have a 12 frame while standing move, but my 11 frame is catching him and my 13 frame is not counting as a punish. This 13 frames, not counting as a punish. The head towards, on the other hand, that's negative 15 at least. And that actually hit me. I think that's 16 frames. It might be 15. At least negative 15. So that's launch punishable if you're face down head towards. Remember I told you about head towards earlier. Head towards is always a better position for your opponent. That's one of the reasons why. So let's look at the mid ones in both of these situations now. There's also two more situations to set up. I think it's negative 13. Yeah, negative 13 probably. Listen. No. Yeah, it doesn't reach. But negative 12. 12 frames reaches. Yeah, see? 12 frames reaches for the mid. Now let's send him flying head towards. 12 frames or 11. 13 frames. 14 frames. Brian can launch that. 15. Launch. You can launch both kicks with most of the cast. Low and mid. No problem. Am I going to play online today? I might. So that's face... What is it? Face down head towards? Right? So there's one more position to test, but like, I don't know how to set it up. Yeah. So now we got face up head towards. So negative 13 for face up, head towards on the low. Negative 14 on face up, head towards on the mid. So 13 and 14. So not as bad as a face down, head towards. And a face down, feet towards is one that I don't know how to set up in all honesty. Maybe if I do this actually. Restart, opponent status, face down, right? And then we'll do this. If I hit him, I think. Alright. Well, I don't have to walk around him. I can do back. Yeah, so. Overcoach. Yeah, that's launch punishment because if I were to dash in, what keeps it close? Woo! One of those. See? If you're close enough, that starts to juggle on normal hit. No counter hit. That's why people like to use the low for the situation. But the low on block is at least negative 15. And if that's really 16, then it's that bad too. $13. 14. So that's negative 14. Hey, what's the best option if you knock down on the ground? Maybe stupid question, but I can't get up in online matches. They just spam. Well, so I said it earlier. What's your name? Amazing TV. You got to consider what did they knock you down with. If they knocked you down with a throw, you're probably going to be limited to getting up normally, which is to say these options are not available to you. Tekken is not available to you. Right? Tekken you do by towards the foreground, you mash kicks, you can just mash 3. And towards the background, you can just mash 1, you mash punch. Quick recovery is when you hold back. And back quick roll is also when you hold back. Quick recovery actually you might hold forward. Right? Setting up after rolling backwards. Yeah, that's a weird one. So I'm gonna upload this to YouTube. Don't worry, I'm explaining. Base, shush. So if you were not spiked to the floor, Tekken is what you want to do. And what that looks like, just so you see. Well, I'll let him do it to me. Right? If you were to just like knock me down, right? And he didn't spike me. Oh, sorry. That's attack. That's kick. That's punch. You can just mash kicks. You can just mash punches. No timing required, really. Very little time required. Right? Also, holding back is safer than it used to be, right? When it's a situation when you're face up and your feet are towards the opponent, holding back is pretty safe, right? But it's a situation where you're like, let's say like this, holding back is more risky. So keep that in mind, right? When you're in a position like this, or if I'm face down with my head towards him, or face up with my head towards him, consider eating a hit, and then teching afterwards. So if it's like, for example, you get hit by that, I'm holding back, right? But I'm holding back there, I'm getting hit. I just discovered this earlier. See? So the reason that that's hitting me is, look at my position when he grabs me. He grabs me, I am face up, head towards. So if I'm holding back, there's a window where you're vulnerable, getting up. There is a way to get up, though, in a situation where you're not vulnerable. Tap up. Sorry. Hold up. Do you even need to press back anymore? You might not even need to press back. I'm holding up now. I'm holding up. And I blocked it. Hold up. Block it. Because that's a different get up than holding back. I'm holding back. Boom! It hits me in the back. Weird. I know. Tekken's weird. So, holding up to block mids is good. If you're in a head towards situation, holding back is good otherwise. Because you also create space when you hold back. So if you block something, you'll be pushed away. But keep in mind, they could always go low. So tech when you can. Otherwise, hold back when you can. Unless you're head towards, then hold up. Thankfully, they made it easy, so you just gotta hold up, and then you won't lose your neutral guard. But don't hold up to the point where you're like jumping. You know, obviously, just hold up until you're standing. Which opens you up to, of course, shit like this. You know? And then if you hold up there, you're gonna get hit by the low, right? Right? So as I'm hold up, oh, I got hit by the low. So how do I block that? Well, let's see. Make me down back? If I hold down back. He blocked it. I just have to hold down back while I'm on the ground. You hold down back. Can I punish it from this range? Let's see. Nope, you cannot punish it from that range, though. That's why that is a good Oki option. I tried to pick up Zhayu, but I heard she, that's in the game, but I can't even play. Don't know. Well, dude, I mean, don't pick a character to tier whore, because that doesn't matter until the, like, very high levels of play. Zhayu is pretty easy, though. She does have a lot of gimmicky shit, and if you want to really get good, try not to get too hung up on that gimmicky shit. I mean, it's fun to use. Do what you want to do. If you have fun just doing that gimmicky shit, then keep doing it. But if you really want to, like, if you really want to improve, make sure you don't let her gimmicky shit, like, control you. You know what I'm saying? Don't rely too much on it. Know how to, like, use defense outside of the gimmicks. Getting up off the floor is not easy. It's not, like, it's not really intuitive either. Like, why when I held back, I was unable to block that, but holding up, I was able to block that. Why not just let back cover that? And I guess the reason being is when you hold back, you create more space, a little bit more space. And the reason I realized that is because earlier I thought this was guaranteed, but it really wasn't. Not when you hold back. I thought it was guaranteed to be at least blocked because of the stupid AI not working properly. See, if I said him, look, this is supposed to be hold back, but it doesn't hold back, it just taps back. And that's why this happens. And it's hitting him. That's only if you tap back. If back is gonna be your option when you get up, hold it. Because when you hold it, it won't hit you. And I'll show you that just so you can see how it looks. Oops, wrong side. See, that's him tapping up to block that. Actually, let me see, that's punishable. Yeah, see, he can launch it because he has range. Okay, good to know. But if I hold back, it's gonna whiff. See? But if I tap back, I got hit. Weird shit. Really weird. So, by the way, remember, I was showing off at the wall, right, earlier, right? Let me go back to the wall. I'm kind of scatterbrained here because I wanted to do this freeform, but I got caught off guard by the fucking dummy not recording that shit properly. So, let's turn all this shit off. Right? So we were talking about wall shit, right? So I thought about the tech trap at the wall, and then the shit to spike to keep him down. I guess in a wall situation, Shahid would spike with the forward 3-4 again. I don't know how he could combo into it though. Like I hit stand guard. I don't know how you do his unblockable. That's too slow. Alright, sometimes unblockables you can set them up as tech traps and they'll wall splat, but that's in the older games really. They're too slow now. No, it seems like you can't combo into that. You have to just do it right away, which is kind of shitty. So I don't know if he has like a good spike. I know he has this. This is what I've been using. This into the stance and then boom. Actually, this. And it sets you up with the head swords. But they could tech that. And it's because they could tech that, then head swords isn't as big a deal, you know? And you recover, well, you don't recover super slow. Like if I set him to tech, you get the same options as before. You see? As a matter of fact, you recover pretty fast. You recover much faster than doing this. Oops, not that. Yeah, you recover faster, I think. Oh, but it seems like that tracked without me having to actually turn with him. Sidestep with him, rather. Is it possible to practice with a friend, or is practice offline only? You can practice with a friend offline. Fortunately, they took away the online practice. It seems like there used to be an online training mode. But if you have a friend, you could put 2-player controller over here, locally, and you can practice that. Otherwise, you're stuck with the record options. Repeat action, and then you record. And then you test it on yourself. See, this, on the other hand, I recover so fast that I have to actually time something. But recovering faster gives you more time to set something crazier up, like something better up. So that's good too. And then I'm not. How much damage am I sacrificing by this jugger right here? 2 damage. 2 damage to get better, potentially better wake up. But you would have to time the input. So what you gotta understand, Amazing TV, is when you tech, if your opponent is good and they got their setups good, you're not gonna be able to sidestep. Because, no matter how linear the move is, because it's like a meeting a 2D fighter. They're sticking out the attack right when you tech, like I showed before, right? I have to be online for that combo. If I just do this right away, see? That's hitting him the moment he recovers from the tech. He doesn't have any frames to sidestep. So if I were to try to sidestep right, which is what he's gonna do. Look, if I let him get up, right? He's gonna get up, see? Let's put sidewalk right, actually. He's gonna get up and try to sidewalk. Yeah, no sidewalk, not enough frames. And if you were to try to get up a sidewalk, the second hit would wall splat him again, I think, in that situation. See? And then you get this angled wall combo, and then you can just do whatever, right? So if Shaheen has something, I don't know, you'd have to explore that. So that's really the universal Oki. The universal way you set up Oki. Some characters have unique shit. I mentioned Kazumi before as an example. And because she has the fly into the grab, the mid grab, and Bloodhawk on his YouTube, if you look it up, he discovered a setup off of that. So I want to show you one more example, because I feel like I took way too long on this. On my other character with Cat. So I've been looking up videos because I was wondering, what do Cat players do at the wall? And there's one thing that I notice that they do very often. Where the hell is she? Everybody got the bullet glove gear for their character, don't they? Ah, Katy Perry, amigo. I couldn't even see how much you donated. 11 bucks. Thank you. I'll cover all my sensitive bits with that at the beach. I appreciate it. So I've been seeing Kat play. This is what I've been doing with Katarina, right? What the hell's her wall splat again? Alright, this is what happens when you play multiple characters in Tekken. So, like, let's say this for wall splat, right? So she actually has a nice high damage. Down forward 1-1 into Harrier 4. 63 damage. This is what I see Kat players do, though. The stomp, right? So I was wondering how much damage I sacrifice. Now we see I'm sacrificing if I do that 11 damage, right? But the stomp keeps them. What was it? All right, the stomp actually slams them down, face up, feet towards, which is just a generic position. Yes, up forward 4. Ooh, without timing, huh? That's why this is actually really good. See, I was curious, and that gives you the wall splat again. That is a safe on block move. What is the frames on it exactly? Let's look it up real quick here. Katarina, up, back, +4. Boom. Oh, that's not safe on block. That is actually -14. So that's actually pretty damn risky. But I know why they do it. I know why people do this shit. Wait, let's, I mean, this doesn't really matter. We can just, what we want to do is we want to keep her down. Sidewalk is fine. We want to take out wake up. Not set. Not set. Oops. I gotta buffer it. Remember the buffer trick. It's good for situations like this. It hits grounded and it flips them. And now they're in this situation. If they were to still stay down after that, you could do this all fucking, well, I was about to say all day long, but then you just saw what happened. Whoops. She also has something else. What is that move? Up? No. She has like a double flip kick. I was wondering about that. I wanted to test it here. What's the input on it? Not that. Not that. Not that. Not that. Let's back 3+4. Down back 3+4. Definitely not that. Stop. Go forward. No. There it is. Up forward 3+4. What happens with that? 50 damage though. Shit damage. Well, 2 less damage, but then I'm removing for 50 from what was it? I'm removing 13 damage. That's probably too much to sacrifice at that point. Just for like that positioning, the stomp is better. But I know that's safe. Let's see. Katarina up forward +3 +4. It's -10, so it's not safe, but yeah, I guess at that point I might also be using this. But still, this hits grounded. That's why Katarina players are doing this shit. And then you can just stomp again if they stay down too. So she has the mid that's gonna hit you if you stay down, or if you get up and you don't block low. And then she has this is gonna hit you if you stay down, or if you get up and you try to block low. So she's essentially got a true 50-50 between this and this at the wall. So that's why Cat players are doing this. And it's like, oh, you're staying down? And she laughs at you every time and shit. It probably breaks the floor in that one stage. And then you don't get up, you get that. Now the thing about hers is Shaheen, when he slams you off the floor like that, with his back 4, it actually resplats you and he gets a free down forward 1 for like a little bit of damage. Nothing more though from my testing, unless you can crouch stab while standing 3-3. Katarina, unfortunately, doesn't quite seem to get that. She has another interesting option. This always hits grounded, I noticed, back 4. So, wow, that's interesting. So the reason I like this move is, on counter hit, if they were, let's say, theoretically, they shouldn't, but let's say they were to try to get up and mash, they would get, it would be a juggle starter, and then you do, you know, whatever, right? And then it is super unsafe, but then you have this if they try to punish it too fast. And that's only -12. This is launch punishable, which is a common theme I'm noticing with a lot of grounded hitting mids like this, like that are really reliable, that hit grounded. They seem to be like quite punishable. And I was like, why? I used to wonder, like, what is the purpose of this string? Well, this is why. If you were to counter hit, if you wanted like to make this quote unquote safer against someone that knows it's coming, right? You would have to like force yourself to kind of use that high headbutt, right? If in case you were thinking they're gonna get them blocking, let me just try this just in case. If they were to get up and block the mid into the headbutt, you only need about -12, I believe, right? But then if they were to stay down, the headbutt would whiff, the kick would hit them, but the headbutt would whiff, and they could wake up kick you to punish the headbutt. So it's like this weird little extra layer of mind game on top of the back four by itself, which is a boss ass move because she crosses her hands, which she doesn't. Crosses her arms rather. But a little extra layer of mind game when it comes to punishing this for Oki. That's what this move was about. That's why it has shit frames. My guess is that was their intention. And then she has no shortage of grounding hitting lows. Just like Shaheen before was down 4. She's still right in my face. If this were mid stage, turn off wall, right? If I were to knock her down, right? If she was to stay down, boom, she's all the way over there. There's no Oki. But we take this shit to the fucking wall. Any grounded hitting low, all of a sudden, that's recovers too slow, so I wouldn't recommend that. I would recommend just down 3. Any grounded hitting low, all of a sudden, resets your Oki, essentially. They would have to tech, or they stay down and guess again. So that's why I see Katarina players doing that stomp. The question is it worth the damage? I don't know. By the way, same thing for wall carry. I can do the stomp right here. It ain't combo there though. It depends on how what you use for wall carry. Maybe this. See? That combo because I set her flying with the high wall spot with back 1-1. She reaches up. Oh, I know what to do. How about this? Alright, so there she might get something, but it wouldn't be any good. Either way goes, if I wanted to go for damage off of that juggle, I could do it too. Okay. That gives you no Oki though, that wall combo, so I wouldn't recommend using it unless it's for the kill. She seems to get really shitty Oki. As a matter of fact, I think she might eat a free wake-up kick. I think. Let me see. I don't know which wake-up kick is faster, but I will set the AI to do both and test. Okay, so can I interrupt the wake-up kick? That's all I know for sure. Oh, I missed it. No. 13 frame mid. Can I even get a 12 frame mid? No. See? I'm at the mercy. The grounded person has the advantage. So once again, this is a perfect example. You typically Oki, no matter where it is, at the wall or otherwise, you're sacrificing your advantage for more damage, or you're spiking them, you're doing something, lowering your damage to get better Oki. That is the general rule of thumb. That's not the universal rule though. There is there's gonna be rare cases where some characters are gonna have a super cheap shit. They're gonna have like a max damage wall combo and still have the advantage. Like maybe Lars, he does his whole stupid down back 2-1 to shoulder shit. He might still have the advantage. I don't know. Eventually, I'm gonna have to test this to find out for myself. Like what my camera's really dirty to see what his advantage is really like. I don't know. So, but this is how you test it, and that's what I wanted to show here with my scatterbrain self, right? So that's that. I'll show one more. Dragunov. Oh, actually, I didn't test Katarina throws. I think her throws all get shit Oki. Let's see. Let's just look at the animations. We'll know based on that. How close do your throws leave you, and how fast do you recover? So that looks like it gives good Oki, right? It might give good Oki. That might give good Oki too. Actually, maybe I confused her for somebody else. The side throws, I mean, you could... I wouldn't go too crazy testing them. That looks okay. It keeps him right in front of her. Her back throw, not so much. Her right side throw. Okay, that definitely doesn't have Oki. Her command grab. This doesn't have Oki, but it wall splats. And I think she gets the same wall combos. I actually never tested this. I don't grab enough, in all honesty. I should grab more. Yeah. She might not get the stomp, though. No, oh, she has to be. You have to be pressed up right against the wall to get it. To get the wall splat. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, it did combo. Okay, good. As long as you're pressed up against the wall when you do it. Oops. I was mashing it too fast. There you go. And then you get that. That's interesting. If she tried a wake up kick. Hold on, let's see that again. Another layer to this Oki. Why it's so good. Oops. I'm mashing too fast again. You gotta time it. She tried a wake up kick. I get a wall splat. Yet another reason that up back 4 is good. Is a great Oki tool. So I'm liking the stomp. Really good shit. Really, really good shit. Alright. So one more character I said I wanted to show off when I started the stream. Unfortunately, I put the wrong title on the stream and I said I was going to do more Master Raven. Sorry about that. I'm going to do Master Raven next time. She's a fucking Bible and a half. Super long move this. So I want to show off Dragunov, right? Because they changed his Oki quite a bit. Or rather, the Oki options changed, so he has to do different shit now. This actually allows me to show off one more thing about the wall. Where the hell is he? Sergei Dragunov, right? I just like the music here too much. So the first thing I'm going to show off about Dragunov in regards to the wall is in reference to something Aris talked about. When he talked about walls, I think it was yesterday, or recently, it got uploaded to YouTube, I think. So Aris already talked about, like, when the wall is to your left, if you're on the One Piece side, when the wall is to your left, whichever side you're on, this becomes kind of a juggle starter, right? Back +3 +4. It's otherwise, he doesn't get a juggle, right? So in this situation, if the other one were to face me, there you go, all right? Then you could pick up with while standing 4 if you're fast enough, right? Yeah, so and then you got a combo, right? If the wall is to your right, ugh, sidewalk into the wall. Sidewalk, side step left. Right? So up forward 4 becomes a juggle starter. You pick up a while standing 4 and you do whatever. Right? You would have to adjust your combo to compensate though. Ugh, come on. Maybe this. No. It'll get weird because of the angle, obviously. So that's definitely gonna work, yeah. So just keep it simple, I guess. There's something else though that Ara's gonna talk about. Right? He talked about this being a wall splat, right? Up forward 3. That's a wall splat, a good one too. And it is safe on block. What is up forward 3's frames? It's -7 on block, but it's safe. Point is, though, if you were to get them to block this up the wall, you're like pretty much right in their face with -7. Up forward 4, right? There's something about the wall. Let's see if he still has it. If I were to get up in his face and just, instead of pressing up forward 3, you could input that as up 3. If you don't just do it that way, I get pushback. Up forward 3, Not much pushback. Our hands are basically touching. Up 3, I'm back here. Our hands aren't really touching. When you get used to that shit, let's say here where it was still wall spot, up 3, you're back here now. At the tip. But if I do up forward 3, you get closer. But then, off axis, you kind of maintain the distance. But if I'm back here again, up forward 3, I'm still kind of like in the same place. But up 3, you push back. This is like a weird thing. Like I can't give you any more examples of this kind of thing. But the reason this is good is because this kind of negates -7, unless he were to commit to something really slow. And against Dragunov, if you commit to something kind of slow, he can always has the option of 1-2-1 you on counter hit. Or if people were to swing highs at this, which is a common thing, you go, he could duck, wall spat you with that. He could duck, wall spat you with this, or he could duck, he could wall spat you with that. Wall spat you, if I didn't suck, wall spat you with while standing 1+2. Or he could duck and do up forward 3 again, and he's still kind of back here. Really weird, right? That's because of the wall's push, the way push block works. In a lot of instances, if there's like a move that forces push block, at the wall, it'll push you away from the opponent. That doesn't always happen. Like Jin's forward 2, it kind of pushes you back a little bit, but it still keeps you relatively close. But other moves, like, also like an electric, for example. Electric pushes back, but it keeps you close, so you retain the +5. But in situations like this, it pushes you away. If you were to block this mid-stage, it pushes him away. I stay in place. I'm still standing on this shit. See, I'm here. I'm here basically with my foot, like, kind of touching the tip there. It's still there. He's the one going back. But when we're at the wall, I'm the one going back. So, if you, that's another thing to look for. It's like little minuscule things that you might have. You'd have to study your character, look at your pushback, and then test it up the wall. So, that's something else to consider. Back to the mid-stage. Dragunov's old Oki off of this does not work anymore. Back 2 used to be the juice. This right here, yeah, you see? Now he could stand block, if I'm not mistaken. I have to record it on myself. Actually, I think he just escapes it completely by holding back. Oops. What's going on? What do you guys use from Frame Dater? Frame Dater. This is actually what I'm using right now. People usually use RB Norway, but this link I'm going to give you, somebody gave it to me when I was streaming like a week ago. When you click on that, you'll notice at the top it says the character names. You could click on the character name, obviously, and then you could arrange things. So, for example, you want to arrange by input, you want to arrange by damage, or startup frames, block advantage, disadvantage, hit advantage, disadvantage, counter hit. You could arrange it. So I find that to be useful. RB Norway is the other one. I'll link you there too. I have a tab here with Master Raven's data, but you could look up anyone's data. Other than that, you could, if you really want, I guess I'll pimp up the Tekken Chicken app. I don't know if it's any good though. I'm just letting you know that it exists. I'm not gonna shill it quite like that. So, 4+1+2. Yeah, this used to be the juice. You see? If I stand straight up, I get hit in the back, and when that hits you in the back, he gets a shoulder to your back. As a matter of fact, if it hits you in the back like that, he gets the full string on your back. But now, with the new back wake up, it whiffs. That was not a thing before. If this were tag 2, I would roll, it would hit me floating, and he would get the shoulder still. This holding back shit is new. So now Dragunov has to find something new for this. Because if I stand straight up, I'm still gonna get caught. Right? See? It hits me in the rear. Whoop. That's a cool back throw. And if that hits you in the rear, ooh, he doesn't quite get. Oh no, I know what he gets now. Sorry, they changed it. Well, they ain't changed it, but that's not what I'm gonna do. That was guaranteed before. Is it still guaranteed if you get caught in the back now? Nope. Oh, yes. Sorry. That is guaranteed. So that was a nasty setup because you will get this damage and then this damage combined. So it would be about 60% maybe, or half-life. Because the health did reset between the hits. So, now that you can hold back and get away from it, we got to find something new. Unfortunately, I learned this when I started this stream, that the actual dummy version of the holding back option doesn't actually hold back, so it's not as useful. Or if you're recording this kind of shit, remember, wake up backward, no bueno, because he's going to get hit by it, I'll bet, still. Yeah, okay, he actually didn't in this case. The thing is, the dummy is only tapping back, it's not holding back, and when you hold back, you actually do create a little more space. We know that much. So, I'm still going to see if, let's see. I've been seeing people do this, like Aris, and it's not really working, so I don't know why. I'm guessing it's more rewarding is why. Yeah, it's probably more rewarding now. What I did see, though, is that this works. But it turns them forward. Nowhere near as rewarding, because it's too slow. Yeah, see? It's too slow. So if you want to catch people holding back, that will work, but you only get 3-1. So let's record that and make sure. See? I turned around, so I can't. If I do the last hit, I'm gonna block it and it's unsafe. Yeah, so he only gets a 3-1 for kind of shit damage if they're holding back. So unfortunately, the safest way to get up is the one that you get the least reward off. But still, if you're fighting against Dragunov, remember that about this grab. Hold back, you'll take the least damage because his other options, if you try to stay down, are more rewarding. He's gonna make the throw with, sorry, stomp with it. No! Ooh! Good to know. You can block it, of course. Yeah, see? That you can block. The mid you cannot. The 3-1 you cannot. Holding back and then down back, you're gonna block that. What happens if I stay down the side roll? Yeah, see? That gets away. Foreground roll. Okay, so out of the side roll gets away too. And that's where you want to work in down to. So the Oki off of that is overall much weaker than it used to be. Let me see something. 2 more damage, huh? Oh, you can jab off of that now. Wow. Okay. Man, they made it so easy to get a full juggle off of this now. You could not jab off of that before. You had to do this. Sorry, you had to learn that before to get a full juggle. But now with the new tailspin, you could convert off of this, but they also allow you to get a jab too. Interesting. So yeah, 4 plus 2. Let's see about the 10 frame throws. No, not really any Oki there. Let's put a stat. Down 2 cover? Yeah, it does. What about the other side? Yeah, so down 2 covers both sides. The stomp is probably not gonna cover either side. No, okay, so down 2 would be the low, except if they were to stay down, it would whiff. No. Down 2 consistently hits grounded now? I feel like this wasn't a thing before. Oh boy. Down 2, huh? Interesting. Alright. Oh, maybe I'm remembering wrong, but I don't think that was a thing before. Alright, what about if you hold back? Sort of hold back, I see. Oh yeah, also, Dragunov when he's face down like that has a unique way to get up, which has to be punished differently. So anything you record on Dragunov, you gotta test that too. There it is. So if you want to force them to block mid when they hold back, that's how you do it. Because then it'll beat out wake up kick too. That is unsafe on block, but it's not hard on block. As long as you're fast, you gotta learn the timing of the recovery off of this throw though. There you go. And if they don't hold back on that, maybe they can't on counter hit, I don't know. Can they? No. You get a guaranteed follow-up on counter hit. That. Shoulder. What else can he get? Nope, that's not guaranteed. Yeah, shoulder is like your best option. Actually, you can stomp too, but if you do instant shoulder, course to go forward 1+2. Don't get that by accident. So forward 2, good Oki 2. So can you actually... While running 2 too slow though. Yeah, while running 2 is going to be too slow. Don't do while running 2 on that situation. Because they're face down, feet towards, so you're going to eat a counter hit if they go low. And even then, they don't need a counter hit. Remember what I said about that position? That's the one where they don't need a counter hit. They got to juggle. So now that we know that it's going to cover the back, right? Let's see if it really, truly covers the back. Make sure. That looks slow. That's what happens. Forward out of a recovery situation is really awkward. That looked good. So let's test the wake up kicks. Does he beat the wake up kicks? Good. Alright. Does he beat mid? Good. Now does he beat holding back? Does he like at least clip me? Good. So now that you got this mid that covers all of that, and you know that he has to block, that opens up the low. So if you were to hold back, let's see, let's record. So this won't reach around hold back, I guess. It might. This move's range has been surprising me, so I think it has more range than I used to give it credit for. If I hold back, no, it doesn't work here. Okay. What about? It does work if I stay down though. What about down 3? Nah, unfortunate. What about slide? Since we know that the slide, it would be nice if it also covered wake-up kicks, but we know that the mid covers wake-up kicks. But in this case, I feel uncomfortable with that because the low is a little juggle starter, so the slide might not be too great here. Because I'm going to guess... No, it beat it out. That means it's going to hit low when I get up. No, it doesn't. Fuck! And I really thought I would have enough range. Alright. Yeah, this is the unfortunate reality here. That if you don't have a low that goes that far, if they hold back, you're gonna have to dash in to hit them low. And when you dash in, you open yourself up to the low. To the low wake up kick, I mean. Right? So Like right here. If I hold back. Nah, man. How deep do I have to dash? There we go. But then that opens up. Let's see. Yeah. And then I get a juggle. Let's see if I can make this better. Okay, so that has more range. Let's see. Nah. Yep. So it seems like you cannot go low off of people holding back off of that throw, which is forward +1/+4, unless you dash. So the reason I think this is important to test, other than it's always important to test Oki, but especially off of that throw, is it keeps them close. Dragunov is one of the few characters that you have to use the old throw break rules for his 1 and 2 throws. He has a 1 and 2 throw that covers that. Jin has that too, by the way. Most characters don't have that. They either have one or the other. King definitely has all of them. But most characters just have one command grab and then the generic throws. And the generic throws could be broken by 1 or 2. Dragunov, on the other hand, forward +1/+4, you have to break that with 1. Forward +2/+3, you have to break that with 2. Not only that, they're 10-frame grabs. Faster than the standard 12-frame grab, right? I don't know about forward +1/+2 though. So forward +2/+3. So now that we know how forward +1/+3 is, what about the other one? Does this keep them close? This one is a little far. A little far. Alright, let's record him doing that to me, and then we'll see what I can do against it. Down 2. Does it reach? Oops, I mashed. Oops, I hit right. Okay. Okay, we know that already. Side roll, I'm gonna guess beats it out in. Yeah, so side roll towards the foreground. Oh, not that way though. So it's not the foreground, it's side roll towards. Oh wow, it seems inconsistent. Okay. We switch sides, it's so annoying. Oh, this is annoying. We switch sides only when I'm on 2P side. What the f. Yeah, the camera. This fucking camera, dude. Ah, Tekken. Now he doesn't want to switch sides. Whatever. So it covers roll towards one side. Alright. The wake up kicks? It doesn't. So his Oki off of that throw is actually kind of shit. Let's see. Yeah, his Oki off of that throw is not great because he has to. He recovers too slow, so he can't hit you with any lows. So the other thing you could do is you could bait wake up kicks and whiff punish, but that's not as good Oki, right? So first you want to test their tracking, right? Can you get enough frames to sidestep that? No, it doesn't look like it. Can he backdash? Yeah. So if you backdash and with the intent of doing cross circle forward, you'll punish that in time. And that's a lot of damage to take just because you whiffed a fucking whatchamacallit, right? A wake up low. What about the mid? Can you backdash away from the mid too? Yep. So now you know. And then when they stay down, that's when you go for the usual, the down 2 to hit grounded, or the stomp to hit grounded, or the down 3 also hits grounded, or 4-4-4 for mid that hits grounded. So you have all those options to stay grounded. And they're all advancing options, like 4-4-4 is advancing. Dash is down 2, not quite advancing, but does move forward a little bit. As you see, it's moving forward. Down 3, moving forward. So it's easy to close the gap and do it. You just have to stop them from winning a wake-up kick, so the Oki isn't great. The Oki is at its best when you take wake-up kicks away from your opponent, and when you take techs away from your opponent. As far as spiking, Dragunov doesn't really spike. He always just goes for the fucking wall carry, I think. And even if you're in mid-stage, they usually end with this, and in a sense of spinning and landing near him, so it keeps him close, no matter how long the combo is. It keeps him kind of close. Surprisingly close, because this moves him forward so much. Like if I were to switch the stage right now. I didn't talk about Dragunov's wall Oki because it's simple. If you people have been doing down back 2-1-2 for damage. If you're in any sort of situation where you tech it from the Dragunov's face, and you know you're teching, he has that advantage on you. Up 3 to push as your mid to push yourself back, or back +1/+2 to in case they're mashing. Back +1/+2. This at the wall because it has like shit range. This is like +6 on block and it forces crouch. So if they happen to be mashing and it hits them like that, you get a free stomp at the wall. When you get the free stomp at the wall, you get follow-ups. Like a crouch jab will float them. I feel like I should show that. But first I just wanted to show you. Mid-stage, I always see Dragunov players not do that. I forgot how to do it. Was it hold 3? Hold 3, right? Yes, okay. And see, like he's still in the air, and I could dash forward, so I'm right in his face. So even though he could tech, I could stay aggressive. And the fact that I could dash forward means I could do it while running too if he techs. Like if he techs, it's a guard, right? I'm not a Dragunov player anymore. Time that right, and you don't suck like I do. A little later. A little later. Oh man. Jesus Christ, this is so hard to do. gonna get it. There it is. Slight sidestep left first. And then that forces them to block when they get up. And if they were to wake up kick instead... well, they can't wake up kick right when they hit the floor, right? Let's see. Oh no, Dragunov is not beginner friendly. See? That's why that's good. And they're mashing wake up kick, if they're mashing tech, they pretty much, as long as you move and time that correctly, they have to block that while running too, which opens up you dashing into down two, as always. Which will also interrupt their wake up kick. Probably. No, not quite. But the while running two counter hit is enough to stop them from mashing wake up kick. To open up the dash to down two. And that's his general mid-stage Oki. So, because I was thinking about, I was wondering, why do I see people like JDCR and Nobi doing mid-stage juggles and ending it with 4-1? That's a wall carry juggle. No, that's why. The old way you used to do it is you used to spike with this, and then you go for a stomp, or you carry with 3-1 if they held back. That doesn't exist anymore because holding back doesn't flow. Dragunov is like mid-level. I don't think he's noob friendly. Well, he's relatively noob friendly. I should take that back. I didn't do it right. His combos are much easier than it used to be. Right, alright, so if I hold back now. Not only does it not float anymore like it used to, I don't get hit at all because of the new back get up animation. The new back get up animation gets me completely away from that. Right? So then he could still do the while running two down two Oki, but then you're sacrificing damage. The only way you really throw away your juggle completely in exchange for damage is like, let's look at the damage differential. 1, 2, 3, 4-1, right? 60 damage. So if you want more damage, this is the way you do it. 61, that's not even good. There's better stuff. 62. So it's only a 2 damage difference because of the new scaling. That exchanging those two for 4-1 used to do like a significant amount difference in damage. So now I guess that's why you'll see shit like I don't know, jab. And then you dash up into the shoulder, maybe? Oh, I didn't get the shoulder. It's hard. Can't do that shit so early. I used to be a Dragunov main, and I can't land this at all. No, not that. Oh my god. I hit the 3. That shit's hard. $62. That doesn't even work. You saw how much work I had to put in just to land that shit once? So yeah, fuck all that shit. Just boom, ba ba ba, ba ba, dash up, ba ba. Easiest shit ever.